everyone, welcome back as always, being a fine figure here, and today we are going to be taking a look at something different as opposed to what I usually unbox on this channel, and it is none other than the Beast Kingdom dynamic figures, right? Dynamic 8 action figures, the 8, they play on the 8. Batman, the 116, I guess, Batman and Robin version, George Clooney. Now, normally I usually, McFarlane, Marvel Legends, once in a while I'll get something out of the blue, die-cast cars. But I usually stay away from figures at a certain price point because I always had the belief that, like Mayfax and figures like that cost $100, $120, that, at McFarlane's prices or Marvel Legends used to price the prices they were. You can get, 3 or 4 of those figures for the price of them. But as the situation now, as prices going up and the situation with the tariffs and all this and that, sooner or later I will have to make a decision. Do I stop collecting just because prices go up? Or do I, continue my collection, enjoy my hobby, and, not miss out on some potentially great figures that might come out in the future, seeing as though as the figures and stuff like that get better and better sculpted and better stuff, I'm gonna miss out if I don't at least go out there and dip into different brands and see what I like. Well, I happened to see this somewhere, and I know Rob D Toys had pictures of them, and I've seen other few people post them and stuff, and then soon after, the more I saw these, I started just researching and looking into Beast Kingdom and what they were about, and so on and so forth. And I figure if I'm gonna start, why not start with Batman? That's Batman has been our life pretty much for the last 5 years or so. McFarlane cranked out about 20 or 30 Batmans a year, maybe more. So why not? And these look great. I mean, these look very good. Now, it's on a different scale, obviously, but then again, everything we have, or that I have, it's all over the place. McFarlane's are 7-inch, G.I. Joe's are 6, you got Marvel Legends at 6. I mean, it's the elite WWE, they can go from 6 to 7 to, it all depends. So, I mean, it's all over. So at this point, I don't care. Obviously, I'm still going to be cautious on how I spend my money when it comes to certain figures, but I'm going to collect still what I want to collect and what I like, and I think these are great. Now, it is a whole movie collection. Obviously, this is the Batman and Robin. I do have the Batman with the V2 suit from the Justice League. And then I also have the Val Kilmer, and I do have the Michael Keaton 89 on pre-order. They just backed up a little bit. So I'm hoping to get them in there soon. So today, anyway, it's all going to be about the Beast Kingdom. First Beast Kingdom figure that I own. So far on the package, it looks great. I mean, it shows this assortment of accessories that looks incredible. They actually look pretty scale also, which is a great thing so far. But as we do here on the channel, I am going to get this figure out of the box, and I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the box, we will quickly go over the accessories. And it brings quite a few accessories, hand-wise at least. You get this nice Batarang there. Nice image of, that's a nice one. Nice silver tone. Of course, it's got that nice, it looks like it's sharp on the edges effect, which is good. I like the way they did that. It's nice. It's nice. Perfect for the hands. I mean, this is not too big, not too small. It is just perfect. And then, of course, he's got his grapple gun, I guess. The bat grapple, whatever, shooting gun. I think it seems like it could come out, but I don't want to pull it and end up not having to come out. But it does kind of bend, I guess, around. So I'm sure it does. Oh, well, it does come out. I don't know if it was intended to come out, but now it is. So I don't know. Maybe I'd be able to plug it into the other one. Well, it doesn't look like it, but it's got that nice bat handle there. It looks like it's got there. It's almost like a what do you call those? I forgot what it's called, but it looks really good. Now it's very weak, so I think I might have to glue it back in there. So I don't think it was meant to come out. It's a little piece of wire there. It's already making it worse. The more I put it in, it makes it loose. So definitely going to have to glue it in. But it's a nice looking here and there. And then he's got this, I think this was his anti-freeze gun, I guess. It could be. I'm going to have to go back. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. And yeah, it was very campy. But, you know, as a kid, I enjoyed it. You know, it is what it is. As an adult, you get to dissect movies now and you know, pick all the flaws and stuff. But as a kid, nobody cared. I didn't care as a kid. But yeah, he's got this nice, I think it's the anti-ray or anti-freeze gun or something that he had. It looks pretty good. It looks very Star Trek-y, you know, like something out of a Star Trek or a Star Wars movie. And then, of course, he's got plenty of hands, and a lot of them look about the same. You get these open hands, and then you get another set of open hands, more of a. These have a lot more grip to them as opposed to the other one. And then you got this even closer grip hands on there. And then you have semi-open fist. It's like another version of some grip hands. And you see there's a space in the middle fingers there. And then you have the trigger hand, I guess. Trigger finger hands there. And then you have another set of trigger finger hands. Like, they're kind of alike, but this one's like more open, as you can see. I mean, it's great. The assortment of hands are great. It just seems like, I don't know, they just look like different frames of, like, you know, get the open hand and they like, as you close them slowly. I don't know. It just seems to me, but it's great. I mean, it's just great. All these hands. I mean, it's great. And the price point, I guess, before I forget, and you know, it was $48.99. So not too bad. I mean, I've seen Marvel Legends figures for $70, and they're not even as big as this. So, and that new Spider-Man's about 50, and it's like way smaller than this. So, all right. So this is an 8-inch figure, I believe. It's in the 1 9/8 scale, which it is about, yeah, it's about 8 inches, maybe 8.5, with the ears, with the cowl, the point ears. And obviously you will not be able to pose this next to the McFarlanes because it is bigger, maybe with one of the deluxe figures. But other than that, it's a lot bigger. I mean, it's way bigger, but it looks really cool. So I think with all the other Batmans, I am going to need another display metal glass case for these, because I think it's gonna look great on those. Plus, they do have a new Justice League with Superman and Batman and stuff like that, and I do have those on pre-order. I thought those looked great, and definitely have those. So I will be getting those when they come out, maybe in several months or so. Now, back to the figure. Let me, hold on, because this is gonna fall. I wanna be able to display. Let me fix this up a little bit so I don't have to bend the figure down. Look at that. All right, face sculpt looks really good. George Clooney, he looks like George Clooney. It looks a lot better than the McFarlane that we had. Look at that. It's even got I don't know if you guys can see, maybe if I light it up a little bit. He's got sort of like a little, I don't know if it's 5 o'clock shadow or maybe he just threw some black sort of shoe polish on his face or something. But he's got the little shadow there, which is really good. The eyes and the face, I mean, they nailed it. It looks really, really good. The ears are very sturdy. They're actually very pointy. The cowl's all one piece, so you know you won't be able to move the head, but you do get a little bit of movement on it because you see how the cowl is just all one big piece. So in tradition with, I guess, the Keaton Batman, where he couldn't really turn his head unless he turned his whole body, because you really don't get. I mean, you can't get any movement on the head whatsoever. So that, man, I mean, we got some, yeah, the McFarlane's got movement. But other than that, it looks really good. It looks just like the suit. You got the nipples. You got the nice molded back signal there, and it's a lot shinier than the suit, so it kind of sticks out. So does the utility belt. You can see it's got a lot shinier, glossier finish to it. The rest of the suit is all nice and flat finish, which is good. And then you got some details on the boot. You got the bat symbols in the front of the boots. Not on the, which I don't think he did, but he's got some nice things. He's got the spikes on the gauntlets there. The back, very simple, but they did continue the gloss on the belt, which is great. Sometimes other companies miss out on that, only do it in the front. And then he's got this nice cape. It's got the nice material. It's really nice, almost like one of those 70s suits, the leather suits. It's very nice. It does come wire on the sides, not on the back. I've seen others where the wire kind of sticked out because they did a terrible job. This one, they did a really good job. And then also I've seen issues where the wire sticks out from here, and they've actually covered it up pretty good. But yeah, now let's see, as far as the articulation, obviously we did a hit already. You're not going to get any movement whatsoever. This is the best you're going to do looking down. You're absolutely going to get nothing, but let's see. And then you got this upper torso, which actually might not be too bad. Got the nice upper torso up there. As you can see, it's over up here, but you get nothing to the back. And then you get a little movement on the waist here, but that's about it. But you do get this nice movement around, so it might be good for like fighting poses and stuff, or trying to avoid stuff, or if you're gonna have him like swinging, shooting his grapple gun or whatever, the batarang, that might work a little bit, but it's very limited. Let's put it that way. Again, I think this is more of a display piece than it is a postable, do photos with it, because you really don't get a lot of movement on the back. Now, it looks great. Now, I'm not regretting the purchase. I just thought at least we can get a little bit more movement as far as up here, because we're going to be wanting to do poses and stuff, but not yet. You do get a beautiful T-pose, actually higher than you expect. There's nothing restricting it. You don't get butterfly, but you get some nice movement on the arms. You do go all around. You get that bicep swivel there. It is pinless double joint. You do get the ball joint there, almost like McFarlane does there, but it is the outside is covered up by the gauntlet, so it's not too bad. It's exposed on the inside here. What else we got on the arm that we can do here? Let's see. You kind of get a little movement as far as if you want to do like a backward punch or something. Or leg wise, it's where I think I saw a little issue there. It's not meant to have a drop down. I don't think it's a drop down, but yeah, maybe no, it's not. It kind of comes off, and you get that gap there. I don't want to force it too much, because I know other people, maybe if I go slow, where they have broken off on this particular figure, but I think this is as far as you can get on here. And yeah, see it kind of putting it back in play. Yeah, so it's almost like a drop down, but not very well done. Let's put it that way. That as far as you're gonna get there, and I wouldn't force that any more than that. Yeah, it's like a weird hinge in there, and you got this exposed opening there, which is very annoying. I find that very annoying. It's not on the back, but it's mostly in the front. Other than that, it that doesn't swivel a lot, so I wouldn't force it either. So I'm afraid that it breaks off, because I've seen other people where it just breaks right off the minute they touch it. It is double jointed pinless. It doesn't touch the butt, but you can see it creates that gap there. But at least it is pinless, and then the pins, you don't have to worry about pins being a different color like other companies there. And then of course you got the exposed ball joint at the bottom, but it does swivel, ankle, and pivot, everything, and it does have toe articulation, which is good with the Batmans and stuff. Now, again, I would be very careful when it comes to the legs and the posing and stuff. I have a feeling, if you keep messing it too much, that it's not going to end good. But other than that, this is nice. It's a great offering from Beast Kingdom. So I'm glad I picked it up again. I don't think I will be doing much of any posing with these. I think these are just going to be my collection piece. Put them in the cabinet and just let them display. The cape, I mean, the wire will let you do a lot of things except for the cover pose, because you can see the wire, the way that it is in there, kind of creates this bulge there. So you will not be able to pose them with the clothes, with the cape covering him up. But other than that, you'll be able to get some pretty good posing as much as you can, because the wire seems to be a lot thin. And then the cape, since it's big, not that it's heavy, but it does pull the wires down. But I still think you might be able to still manage some nice poses with that, because it does extend very well. I mean, look at that. That's a big cape. That is a long, long cape. Now, as far as what I have it to compare with, obviously it's not going to scale right, but I do have the first, actually no, this is the Batman and Robin, Batman and Robin offering from from McFarlane, with the, with the Mr. Freeze effect, the frozen effect. As you can see, it does not scale at all. And then the face sculpt on it, it's a lot better. And then I do have the movie. Let me get it down. Let me get all that dust. Oh man, I'm embarrassed to put this in here now. I haven't dusted that top of that shelf in a while. But here is the other version, and obviously it's still the same height because it's just in the stand. But this is with the cloth cape. This is, I believe, it was the movie version, the movie 6-pack that we got a couple years ago from McFarlane. And as you can see, the color, the black is a lot better. This one here, I don't know if it's, I think it's just fading. Yeah, oh my God, I didn't realize that it was, man, could it be the exposure? This one, yeah, I guess, it's exposing. I mean, it's fading up a lot. So let me know if you guys own this figure, if it's if you have that same issue. I don't remember. I might have to go back and check out the videos, because it looks like it's like fading up. And I hope it doesn't happen to this one too. Other than that, I'm gonna have to swap out the cape. And the other thing with these McFarlanes, that with these particular Batmans, I had issues with standing them up. This is weird. This is very weird. As you can see, the black on it is just fading out, so I'm gonna have to protect these a lot better. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing much. What else? What else can I? Let's see. Let me put this up here. So obviously the McFarlanes are a lot smaller, but let's see. Here he is next to the Juggernaut. And I thought this Juggernaut was over 9 inches, but I guess not. I guess it is. Yeah, maybe I can do a Juggernaut. Yeah, Juggernaut is just a little bit under 9 inches. Might as well. He's here. As you can see also, he does not scale well with the WWE Elite. And I just lost Bret Hart's glasses, so... Oh, there they are. So yeah, there you have it. There you have it, guys. This is, of course, the Beast Kingdom. And there he goes again. Beast Kingdom. What is it called? Dynamic Action. They got the 8 in the front. So obviously play on the 8 action heroes from Beast Kingdom, DC. And I gotta tell you, it looks really good. It looks very good. So I can't wait to unbox the Ben Affleck version. And as soon as I do get the Val Kilmer and the Michael Keaton version, I would definitely load up the videos on there. But as of right now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy this. Man, if you do have it, tell me what you think. I mean, are you satisfied, or have you had problems with the legs? I know some of you out there have. Did your figure broke off? I mean, again, I don't want to kill myself in a pose and end up breaking a leg. That's my only concern. Other than that, it is a really good figure. It's really nicely done. The sculpt on it is very nice. They've kept accurate on the suit. They did a good job with that. You know, nipples and all. And the glossy with the faded black, it looks really good on this figure. The face sculpt, George Clooney, they nailed it. And it has a nice, good, decent cape. Wide cape. So there you have it, guys. As always, thank you for tuning in. As always, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.